Hi everyone, the power just came back on and I wanted to just sort of process and recap live with you everything that has, well, not everything, but the highlights of the last 24, 48 hours since Milton blew through here. This is the safe room, the walk-in closet where we hung out a good chunk of the time. This is a mattress with some things that we would throw over our heads and bodies if it felt like the roof was blowing off and things would be crashing around us, which most of the residents in this neighborhood I've talked to surely thought would happen. And it was probably one of the scariest times of my life, no exaggeration. I'm going to show you some videos that we shot when we thought that the storm had passed, and they're going to be back to back. The first one is where we just went out because it seemed like the eye of the storm had passed us by. What did we know? And you can just see this as we processed in the dark with a flashlight the things that were down. But what I want you to see is how completely still things were. My biggest regret about this whole storm, and this is of course my former reporter's mind at work here, is that it happened at night. There are a couple of photos floating out there that were closer to the beach when the eye passed over, and I don't know if they processed it in a way so you could see things. And to be fully honest, I have an editor, and maybe she'll be able to bump up the light levels that I shot. I shot the video with my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and it was okay, but you know, it was at night, so things are pretty dark. So I'm hoping she'll be able to boost it up, and you'll be able to see some of the things that we saw a little bit better in the dark. But what strikes me about these two videos, the second one, I'm walking back into the garage after our neighbor said, you know what, the backside of the eye is about to hit us. And he was totally right. And we had when my boyfriend and I walked outside, we just had no idea what was about to come. And we saw lightning off in the distance, and you can kind of see the light at some point when I aim the camera that way. I don't really know if that was just some reflection of the moisture in the air and the lightning that had been happening. Yeah, you can't actually see the lightning, but it just seems brighter. That is where the western part of the eye wall was, and it eventually did hit us. And at this point, we're still thinking that it's passed us by and it's not going to be that big a deal, but actually there was more damage from the other side of the hurricane that came by. So it was about a 20 to 30 minute period where it was completely calm. And if you watch in the video, you'll see like not a blade of grass, not a leaf is blowing. And the whole surreal experience of it really happened after we realized that we had been in the eye and didn't know it. So it's a once in a lifetime experience. Many people don't even get the opportunity, I'll use that word, to experience this incredibly rare, almost spiritual, amazing experience. I'm really at a loss for words in how to describe it, except that in hindsight, that's where the reverence and appreciation and the grateful feelings, the gratitude of being alive come into play. So thank you for watching, and see what you think. It was pretty scary for sure. Wow. Okay, maybe it was 120.
Well, it happened pretty fast.
Yep. But I thought it was supposed to go on all night.
Look at the flagpole.
I can't see it.
It's now tilted.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that wild?
Wow.
And there's another one right there. Oh, pretty.
Can you point it at the flagpole again?
Look at that.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was pretty intense to place that thing down.
Yeah. And our neighbor, oops, what did I just trip on? Yeah, right. Really not one of my brighter ideas here, but hey, we like adventure. It's so dark out. Somebody's got a generator on. And I think the rain that was promised is about to start. Hey Troy, you know there might be snakes out here. I'm not sure I want to go down. And I also hear branches snapping. So I'm going to go back inside. Oh wow, look at that. Is that blocking the... Is it blocking the street?
It is.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh great, the home's right here, right? Yeah, but look at all the open space now.
Yeah, awesome.
Look at that.
I know.
Stripped it.
Wow. Well, it's still standing after 200 years.
Still,
All right,
look at
don't,
that branch.
okay, don't go too far. Thank you.
That's a big deal.
What was that? What's that white thing sticking up?
Huh?
What is that?
Oh,
Oh, it's the light pole. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am walking in the eye of Hurricane Milton. Just came back from walking around the block, seeing a lot of trees down. Thought the storm was over, but then one of the neighbors said, check the radar. Oops. And there are some branches down in the driveway, which I'm stepping over. And okay, coming into the garage now. So anyway, just wanted to check in and let you know at least all is well, but the back side of the eye is going to wrap around, and I don't really advise going out in that. We sort of thought it was over, but it's not. So back inside.